Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get right into today's video. So for today's video, I don't really have any new products that I'm going to be reviewing or unboxing, but I am going to be creating a super cute 3-color ombre using double dip powders. As you can see, I chose 4 colors, but further into the video, you will see that I only used 3 colors to create a beautiful spring and summer ombre. I was so excited for this, to try this out and see how it was going to look. I am going to be using 3 of these colors. I do use the blue, the yellow, and the pink. The orange, I just didn't have enough space for, and you will see that once I get further into the ombre part of this video. I do have a gel manicure on my natural nails, and I also applied a peel off base coat. That way I can pop these nails off in the end. I am going to be doing the Ombré method and to apply my full cover nail tips. I am using these 3XL square full cover nails, but I will be clipping them down to make them a little bit of a shorter medium long length. I don't even know how to describe the length. It's like in the middle. It's not super short, but it's not super long, so I would just say it's kind of like a medium length. I really have been liking this length. I think it's super fun. I do honestly wish that I would have kept the nails longer though. That way I could have fit all 4 of the colors, but that is totally okay because I love the end result. I am going to be using my Bellavina mini lamp along with the Bellavina glue gel. I absolutely love this stuff and the lamp. I think this is like one of my favorite ways to apply my nail tips. It is super quick and super easy, and I just love it so much. So I start by taking my full cover nail tip, applying the product to the cuticle area of the nail. I don't necessarily flood the cuticle. I kind of just spread it out near the cuticle area. And then I start at the cuticle and slowly lowering the nail tip on. Once that product has reached the start of my natural nail, I then keep holding on to the nail so it doesn't lift up, and then I put it under my mini lamp. This is a super easy process. I definitely recommend trying it, and if you feel like you're applying too much of the liquid and it's like spilling all out, you can definitely clean that up with filing. But one thing I do recommend is to start at the pinky and then work your way to your thumb. That way you don't start with your thumb and you need to apply a lot more product, and then you make your way to your pinky and you're still applying a lot of product. So it really helps to start with your pinky, starting at that, applying the small amount of product and then working to just gradually increasing the amount of product you apply for the larger nail bed, of course. I really like doing this. I do a quick little flash cure under the mini lamp, that way the nails stay on. Then once all of the nails are applied, I do a full cure in my big lamp for 60 seconds just to make sure they are fully cured. Now I'm going in with my nail clipper here and just clipping down the length a little bit on these nails. Like I said, I didn't clip them down too much, but honestly, in the end, I wish I hadn't clipped them at all. That way I could have had that 4-color ombre, but I do still really enjoy the way the ombre turned out with the 3 colors. Just the blend, everything was so perfect about this nail set. I really loved it so much, and I cannot wait to show you guys the process of me doing the ombre. It was just so satisfying to watch back when I was editing this video and seeing like that ombre come together. It is just so quick and so easy. After I did clip down the length of the nails, I am taking my hand file and quickly just shaping the free edge of the nail. That way, if I clipped it a little crooked, I can get back to that straight free edge. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I also like to go in with my Bellavina Professional E-file and a cuticle ball bit to go around the cuticle area of the nail to help remove any of that extra product. And I also like to seal in the cuticle to make it look a bit more natural in the end and not give off such a press-on vibe. I feel that this is a very important step if you want your nails to really look good. Also, if you have any of that product squeeze out, it's super important to go in and clean that up. That way it doesn't mess up your application, and also it's not looking weird when you have like a big old lump of that extra remaining product. If you guys are looking for a good e-file, I definitely recommend this one. This is the cutest e-file ever, and it is also very good quality. I do have a review on this e-file on my channel, so you can check that out if you do want to know more about the e-file. But I do actually have a discount code for you guys, which is BRANDI50, and you can use that code on the Double Dip website to get this nail drill 50% off, which is pretty amazing. 50% off is a lot, and I think that's awesome for an e-file to be able to get 50% off. So if you are looking for an e-file or just want to check this one out to add it to your collection because it is super beautiful, I will have that link down in the description box. After I was finished with that, I'm now taking my buffing block to remove the shine from these nail tips. This is also a very important step if you want the product that you apply to your nail tips to last a lot longer and not pop off from the nail tip. If you leave it that shiny surface and don't buff the nail, you can have that product pop off from the nail tip because it's shiny and doesn't really have anything to stick to. So if you are having that problem, definitely go in with this extra step and take your buffing block and remove that shine from the nail tips. After I was all finished filing and buffing, I'm just taking my fluffy dust brush to remove any of that remaining dust, and then I'm going to go in with my Bellavina base coat. This is included in every one of their polygel kits. I will have my favorite polygel kit down below, but if you don't like that one, you can check out the website. They have a good variety of polygel kits, and this base coat is included in every single one of them. I also have reviewed all of their polygel kits except for one, and the one that I haven't reviewed yet is actually on the way to me. I'm super excited to try that one. I absolutely love Bellavina, aka Double Dip's polygel. I think they are a very nice quality polygel, and you can always check those out on my channel. Also, subscribe if you haven't and turn on post notifications so you are notified when I do upload that other polygel tutorial when that polygel comes in. So taking my base coat, I'm just applying this to all of the nails, a nice even layer. I really like the consistency of this base coat. It is very nice to work with and it doesn't run or flood, so that is also a very good thing. After I do have that applied, I am then curing in my nail lamp for 60 seconds. After that, I am taking a white gel polish, and this is the Model 1's. I think it's called Wedding Romance is the name. It is just a basic white gel polish, and I am going to be using this kind of to build up the nail. That way when I go in with my ombre, it isn't over a clear nail surface. You could also use the natural color nail tips when doing this, and then you wouldn't even have to do this step of applying the white gel polish. But because the nail tips are clear, I wanted to have that base layer of a white color in the back. That way when I apply the dip powders, they would come up a little bit more pigmented and not give off that like jelly finish look. I just wanted to apply this. You could also use a dip powder to do this white layer. I just decided it would be a lot quicker if I just go in with a white gel polish. Also, it would keep the nail it wouldn't make it as thick. I wouldn't have to go in and file that dip powder. So I just decided I would go in with one coat of this white gel polish onto all of the nails. It isn't very pigmented. I feel like this gel polish definitely would need 2 coats just to make it look a lot nicer if you are keeping it your color. But I only did 1 coat because I didn't want to bulk up the nails. Also, I was going to be applying color over top of it, so it didn't matter if there was like some bare spots that didn't look as nice and full of the white, if you know what I'm saying. You'll be able to tell, but it was totally okay because when I applied my dip powder ombre, it definitely just covered up those spots. Again, I just wanted this white as a base layer. That way when I apply the ombre, it isn't a jelly ombre, it is more opaque and looks a lot nicer. After I do have this white gel polish applied to all of the nails, I am curing for 60 seconds in my nail lamp. After the white gel polish is cured, I'm now going back in with the Bellavina base coat, and I'm going to be applying another layer of this to all of the nails. This is going to act as my sticky tacky layer to like pat in the dip powder and like, I don't even know how to describe it, like brush it on. You'll see what I'm talking about in a little bit here, but I'm going to be applying this to all of the nails, and then make sure that you cure for 60 seconds in your nail lamp. You just want to make sure you cure the base coat. You don't want to leave it wet because that will not give you the effect that you're looking for. So you will want to apply this base coat to all of your nails and cure, and then you guys know a base coat does leave that sticky tacky layer, and that is what we are looking for. That way we can brush on the dip powder. After the base coat is cured, we are now ready to move on to the ombre, my absolute favorite part of this nail tutorial. This is like the best thing ever. I love it so much. I'm taking a small fluffy brush and just dabbing on the powder. When you first dab on the powder, it may look a little bit like not as nice, like it might not give off that full color, but just trust the process and keep patting in that dip powder. The color will build up and the dip powder will stick into that sticky layer of the base coat. You will again make sure you cure that base coat or you will not get this effect. You want to cure the base coat and just be left with that sticky layer. Also, make sure you don't wipe off the sticky layer from the base coat because that is what you want the dip powder to stick to. So as you can see here, I'm just taking my small fluffy brush and dabbing on that dip powder. You can just keep going in, put your brush in, dip it on the nail, and just keep repeating that process until you have that dip powder color built up to how you like it. Honestly, at first when I first saw this, I wanted to do it, but I was having troubles building up that color. But then after I did it, like trusting the process of just keep going, you will then be able to see the color show up and it will look 10 times better. I feel like a lot of things with nails are trust the process, and that is just one thing you always have to remember in the back of your head. Like if you aren't liking how something is turning out, don't give up. Definitely just keep trying and trust the process, because if you just keep trying and working at it, you can get it to look how you want, and in the end result it will look so good and you'll just be blown away with the results. Like I said, I thought this was going to be hard, I thought I wasn't going to be able to get it. I thought my blend wasn't going to look good. I thought the color wasn't going to build up like how I liked it, but it definitely did. And I was so happy with the end result. So I was very, very happy that I was able to keep going, not give up, and just trust the process with pulling through and doing this. Honestly, let me just tell you guys, this is super easy to do and it is so much fun as well. After I was finished with the teal color, I am now going in with the yellow. One thing you will want to remember to do is make sure you clean your brush really good in between each color. That way when you do move on to the next color, you aren't putting that color into the dip powder container, and you also aren't like blending or mixing the shades of color. That way when you see the ombre, you will see the yellow without like a bunch of teal in it. But one thing that I also like to do is kind of like pat off my brush and kind of blend those two colors together. It just looks so amazing, and I'm just going to keep repeating this process. I'm going to go ahead and let this play out. If I feel like I need to hop back on and say something, I will, but I'm just going to finish up with the yellow and then I will move on to the pink. Here's how the two color ombre is looking so far. Like I said, I didn't feel like there was enough room to do the orange and the pink, so I did decide I would just go in with the pink because I thought the teal, yellow, and pink would blend really nicely together, kind of creating an orange color in between the pink and the yellow, and then like a green color in between the yellow and the teal. So I just love these colors together. I thought these were the perfect color combination. If I would have left the nails, the 3XL nails, I could have definitely had all four of the colors. But here I am glad that I didn't squeeze in the orange and the pink, just because I feel like it would have flowed a lot better with doing it just the pink instead of squeezing in both of the colors. So you do see me go back to my other fluffy brush here and kind of blend the colors together. I feel like this just makes like further colors, like how I was explaining how you can kind of see an orange tint in between the yellow and the pink, and then you can also see that like greenish color in between the teal and the yellow. Here are how the ombres are looking. I did repeat the same exact thing on my thumb, and I did an Instagram reel for that. If you aren't following me on Instagram, make sure you follow me so you can watch that reel. After that, I am now taking a larger fluffy brush and very, very gently brushing off any of that remaining powder. It is super important to do that gently because you can remove some of that powder and mess up your ombre. So just make sure you are doing that gently. After that, I am taking a top coat because you will want to seal in your ombre. You could definitely use a clear dip powder for this if you choose to, but I decided it would just be a lot easier to use a top coat. One thing I do want to say though is when you are using your top coat, make sure you don't choose your favorite top coat or a top coat that you use every day, because you can get some of that extra remaining powder picked up in the brush of that top coat and it will kind of like contaminate your top coat. So I do normally try to use a specific top coat when I'm doing stuff like this. That way when I use it again, I don't really have to worry about using it for a finished nail look and getting streaks of powder or anything like that. I applied my top coat to all of the nails and then I cured for 60 seconds in my nail lamp, and just look at how beautiful this ombre is. I love it so much, and honestly I didn't know what I wanted to do with the nail set just because like I was loving the ombre so much I couldn't decide what I wanted to do. But then I remembered I had these beautiful reflective stickers that I thought would kind of add a little bit of glitter and a touch to the nail set. So I did try it on my thumb, I liked it, and then I did decide just to do it on all of the other fingers just to add a little bit more of a pop and make the nail set add a little bit of glitter to it. So I am using the stars, the butterflies, and the hearts, and I'm just going to be placing these on all of the nails, kind of just placing them not in any pattern, just being sure to add at least a butterfly, a heart, and a star to all of the nails. That way the nail set does flow and blend together. Since all of the nails are the exact same, I didn't really want to do something different on all of the nails because I just felt like that would be out of place because the ombres are the exact same. But I really liked adding these stickers. I feel like I would have just left the nails as is, but I wanted to do something just a little bit more so it wasn't as boring of a nail set being just that ombre. But I really liked adding these stickers because they didn't cover up the ombre too much. After I have the stickers applied, I'm now taking my Bellavina Top Coat, which is also included in all of their polygel kits. I really enjoy this top coat so much. It is a no wipe top coat, so you will not have to wipe off a sticky layer once you are finished with the nail set, which is one reason why I love this top coat so much. It also leaves such a nice glossy finish, and just like I love it so much. It's so satisfying to apply this top coat because it is a very nice consistency, and once you have it applied, everything's all sealed in and so glossy, and I just love it so much. So I did apply this top coat to all of the nails, and then I cured in my nail lamp for 30 to 60 seconds, and we have the finished nail set. I'm now just taking my double dip cuticle oil. I really like this cuticle oil. It smells so good, and it is also very nourishing. I applied that to all of my cuticles and rubbed that in to nourish them and just top off this nail set. And I was so in love with this nail set. I know I say this about almost every nail set, but this is definitely one of my favorites. I really love the 3-color ombre, especially because it was so easy to do. This is my first time doing a 3-color ombre like this, and I absolutely love it so much. Comment below if you would wear this nail set or if you want to try this method out. It is so easy to do. I do want to say that you can use my discount code BRANDI20 on the Double Dip website, and you can pick out some of your favorite dip powders and get 20% off your entire purchase. You can purchase anything you want and get 20% off. So I will have that linked in the description box below. I also wanted to show these with flash since the stickers are reflective. But as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.